And hello everyone! How are you all today? It's another day of trying to get to that top. It has been 6 days since we last tried it. Will I remember the controls? Probably not. So welcome everyone, hello. Especially those who will be showing up later to watch the VOD, which is like 24 people. Thank you for watching. Please watch it all. Or at least more, you know. Or tell me what parts you want me to start making longer content with. Because we're going to start improving the YouTube channel. It's honestly, all the channels. I'm going to start working with Twitch channels, even my Kick channel, because I don't... Honestly, everyone, I don't know anything I'm doing half the time. At least with streaming. I'm a content creator, and I'm not even good at getting views anymore. I used to be really good, but, you know, I digress. Point is, first off, you're here to watch me have a bad time, and that will happen. Most definitely, the better I get at this, the more I have to lose! But also, just to tell anyone that cares about the channel and stuff and such, I am going to be doing some restructuring. No negative, but in fact, it's going to be a lot more stuff, hopefully. I'm hoping to be able to start adding more things, nice little chatter stuff, and talking about all the things happening, and complaining about stuff in life in general. You know what I mean? There's so much there. You know, as terrible as the game is, for what it is, because it's supposed to be terrible. The game's supposed to be terrible. I love the controls in this game so much. Now, I haven't made any shorts on this yet, but mostly because, like, it's just me going, aha, I'm so good. No, how could this happen to me another time? And so I haven't made any clips on Twitch, which makes it hard to make it on YouTube, because I'm going to have to take the entire videos off, and I have downloaded them. And I'm going to be making compilations of all the horrible moments together, because those are the funny parts. There's nothing random otherwise you guys care about. Otherwise, you just watch the full video, just that part. I don't think there's any other funny parts. I don't know. I don't find myself funny. I'm just a deranged lunatic here to climb a mountain. Now, before I go up any further, though, as always, you'll probably hear a little bit of muted, you know, game a bit while I'm doing this. I just check on the streams. Last time, that was on, yesterday? Not yesterday, last time I, did this stuff, right? I, had a horrible issue happen with a, my model was, you couldn't see me very well. I froze up whenever I was playing the game, but if I wasn't playing the game, or like, you know, I like alt-tabbed, or it was in a menu, my model worked fine. Everything was fine, there was no lag. But apparently, whenever I was playing Carry the Glass, Carry the Grass, that's a different game. My model would freak out. It messed me up so much. But anyway, I'm back with vigor today because I had great ideas with reformatting everything for my channel and content, and I need to start getting on it. Also, we need to work on the whole, look, I'm bad with the streaming stuff. I would love advice if you guys ever have any. I don't know what to do or where to go for half the stuff. I'm a creative outputter, not to figure out where to output the creativity stuff, you know? But I've also been working my model a lot lately. I actually worked on teeth all day yesterday. I was going to work on hands, and it worked on teeth. And then I decided better teeth were not the best idea for my model, because I will have to redesign it on the animation. Then I realized maybe it wouldn't be that bad to do too, so I might actually have to revisit that very soon. But my goal right now with model work is to have a big restructuring, create the identity of hands and full body design, maybe a little bit of redesign, not much, just, you know. And then finally, the big everything. We can start having some nice fun chatter, talk about what's right to be wrong and how wrong is right. You know. Goody two-shoes are always terrible at things. Aha! Oh, no. I am too experienced now on my 3rd day to be terrible. See how much better I am than that first dreadful day, everyone? I understand the controls. I know these areas so well. I can climb, everyone. Look at that. Okay, maybe yes. Whoops. I'm hitting everything wrong. Aha, that's right. I push myself into place now. A little bit more help. No, I don't want to. No, don't. That's not what I want. So much to this all, you know? Ah, we're in the perfect spot. Okay. Gotta remember what I'm doing here. And, okay, that didn't work at all. That did not work at all like was in my head. No. Evil greenish rock. My mouse is running out of space to move because it only moves mouse combat or not combat, mouse controls. I mean, it's kind of combat. I'm fighting the mountain, I'm fighting the controls. It's a combat game. Yeah, I think that's good enough, right? Oh. No, it's not. What? No, it's not. No, it's on grub. Okay, thank God. What? I'll be honest with you, I hate those beginning jumps most of all. It just takes a bit of dedication and stuff. It's not that hard anymore. It's just, yeah, I don't like it. Alley-oop. No, I almost made it. Alley-oop. I didn't do it the right direction. No, don't drag me off, you foolish control. Everything I do is awful, and it hates me. Everything hates me. No. Stop. Spin. Spin. Come on. Also, if anyone be so kind that does watch, be sure to let me know how well the tracking is today. I've got a new stand for my phone, so strange lack of movements or mumbly mouths should be less likely now. Should be much more reactive too, because the camera's a little bit lower than it otherwise would be. And also, if I'm messing up with it, I might have to put it back a little bit too. Who knows? Or I could even stay back. Might be a thing. But I'm always trying to improve, everyone. So if you have ideas for improvement, anything actually, just let me know. That's what I want to know most of all. Improvement. I want to become perfect. No, you don't do that to me. There we go. Learning new tricks. It's not as easy as it was for me with White Knuckle, though, you know? White Knuckle. I learned so many tricks on that. That was a much more intuitive game. It was made for fighting against pain and seeing how far you could get, not hating yourself in every fiber of your being. We did it again, everyone. We've reached the top of the painfully misshapen. No. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. That's real bad. Come on now. It's good. Gotta get my mouse in the right place. I don't want to screw this up. There we go. I don't know if Silence today. He'd be like going, yes, I want to see you screw up. Die, you fool! Well, he would never say that, because I'm the one that called everyone a fool. Oh. He'd probably just chuckle and go with the words, huh, idiot. That's how he is. Let's see, Games like this, though, you know, it's partially gameplay and partially about you freaking out. And the whole time, you're trying to cover up the dead air by mumbling and rambling and saying things that otherwise you might not say, or maybe you always do say, like me. I talk too much. But we all know that. Hopefully that's why somebody watches. Ah. No good. Stop jumping around, you. We are almost there. We must move forward. No, wrong way. We are coming up, not down. You wouldn't think this was my third time, you know, just trying out everything and being absolutely trash at the game. I feel that I have a strange, unique talent, that I get better at things while not doing them. No. Not doing that. Unlike Silent, who... Silent's funny. If he plays a game against me, and he's not doing the best, or I'm doing surprisingly well or something, he will go through freaking Rocky-style, like, training montage to outdo me. And you know what? I'm going to make him play this game. I want him to prove to me that it's easier than I make it look. That's the thing we said. Of course, he has to start streaming games on his own first. It'll never happen. No, we're not going down to death. It's actually a really nice place to save yourself. But I think part of this is like, when the game doesn't destroy you, right? The whole point is that it makes you destroy yourself. The game doesn't have to do it. You do. Oh, please grab something good. Crap. It's the hats. That is a vicious, vicious drop, everyone. We have had so much potential there. So, the real problem with this game that a lot of people probably don't think about is I think it's about fatigue. You start getting tired. You start making mistakes because you don't want to be at the bottom anymore. You know, I wonder, from a psychological perspective of games and such, is it possible to make a rage game that has all the features of the rage game, but think of this, it makes you inspired to climb higher, not less. You know what I mean? Like think about it, like good actiony music, little Rocky theme or something.
Oh no.
Some sort of montage music as you get better. Yeah. And also, everyone, please hold 1 second. We have another bot. Die bot. No. Discords and me and you are not going to happen, bot. I'm not a fool. Okay, I'm a stupid fool. But I won't fall for that trick. No. So many things. I gotta find ways to Demolish that. Oh gosh, I keep hitting that thing every time. Ah, back to the beginning. That's my problem right there. It always throws me. Ah, I slipped. There we go, and now we're good. Okay, 1 second. Got to get my hands ready in the right place. I don't think this is awful. I think this is a pretty good and smart climbing area spot. But my hands and my mouse pad do not do well in this spot. All I'm doing is jumping up and then slamming my mouse right there. There we go. No! Oh, it didn't take me forever to get up there, and I was so obviously my fault there that I can't hate myself for it, you know? It was almost humorous. Hilarious even. Ah. I'm going to be 1,000% honest, people. I am doing amazing right now. And why am I doing amazing? Is it because I'm good? No, 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 no. It's because I'm bad. I'm so bad at this game that everything you see here to me is watching a miracle happen. You know what I mean? Like this is a level of skill that I didn't even dream of having. You know, I didn't think I'd be this good at the game. And everyone else is looking at me going, you're not good at the game. Ah, yes. But I'm less bad than I expected myself to be. Just because you all hold yourselves to such a higher standard does not mean I have to hold myself that high. You are always amazing as long as you expect less of yourself. That's how you should live. I'm terrible at everything that I'm doing, so everything I'm doing shows I'm amazing at it. That makes me so good at everything. Because I shouldn't be having this level of skill. I don't even know how far most people get. That'd be very interesting to look at some, like, charts or something. How far the people that play this game actually get. I mean, there's probably a lot that don't even get past the first area and just quit immediately. 10-minute gamers, you know. Don't even have the patience to stop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh dear lord. Crazy. Hello, fam. How are you doing today? Thanks for showing up. Good to see ya. Ah. No, 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 no. This game was made to make me feel pain, but I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit, you know? I mean, my wrists hate me. Don't get me wrong. My wrists despise myself. For all intents and purposes. Yeah, I'm doing quite well compared to what I expected. And it's also because we did another Rage game on Friday. I just wish my model didn't have such, like, my tracking worked, but the program for the tracking or whatever was lagging so much that I can't even really use the footage because it's just my face going as I talk. Everything else is fine with the video. And I got to annoy Silent to death. God, that was great. But I mean, you know, it's just like, I never realized that co-op Rage games didn't have to be Rage. As long as you make someone else take it. Like a surrogate anger, you know what I mean? I didn't have to be angry because Silent was angry. And that made me laugh. And so every horrible thing as we were doing the glass, I enjoyed it way too much. Second level was kind of annoying. The lighthouse was not as much fun as the high-rise. A lot of weird stuff in that game. Having problems. It's always so weird how you'll have such an easy time at one section, and then another day or another time you're doing it, and then all of a sudden you'll just trash at it. You can't do like the simple maneuvers and techniques and jumps you're used to. And you're making mistakes you don't normally make. And then you like do some really critical like thing that you're terrible at, and you're good at it. Okay, let's see. I seen this the other day. I was playing some other games, and I saw like the what was it? Like Dragon's Dogma 2 or something. I saw the achievement list, and it's like one of the most simple achievements. It's just like practically like it's virtually like starting the game after like 5 minutes, and it's like 66% of players have this achievement, and it makes you wonder: does that mean that so many people like are just giving up on their games before even like starting it? Like with Rage games, I'm sure a large number of people don't do that, you know? But even regular games, you gotta wonder, how many people buy games, look at them, and they don't even really like, you know, play them at all? I've got a couple of games I haven't really played, and that's really because, well, I was going to play them, and they came with a humble bundle. That's where you get a lot of games that don't get played. Those are usually indie games that are like a little bit less or something. But so many people don't play their games. It's so weird to me, you know? Buying a game and not playing it. How wretched would that be, you know? Okay, carefully. Carefully. Don't destroy everything I've worked on for the past... How long has it been? It's 10 minutes, probably, on this little climb right here. No. Okay, that's wrong. It's that angle that gets you right there. That's what it is. The angle. The vicious angle is so horrible. There we go. Okay. We've accomplished the villainy of that spot. Okay. No, stop it! Stop trying to climb the rake! I just want to hang there for a second. Okay. Alright. Hang on the rake a little bit. That was the secret. That was the... It's okay. It can always be worse. Remember that, everyone. It can always be worse. We're doing fine. Everything's going okay. The plan has not been altered. We will continue. At this rate, we will succeed. My problem is my hand wants rest all the time. Ah, okay. All right. Oh, okay, we're good. Don't go the wrong way and bounce. There we go. Oh. Once I get the hang of it, it'll be fine. Ah, I know what I need to do. Oh, no! Thank God. We at least bypassed half the problems. The monkey bars are no longer a problem. The monkey bars are now an easy spot to get to and bypass. Okay. We are good. We're good. Okay. All right. Safe-ish. Safe-ish. Honestly, I don't know if I'll have a bad time today with this. You know, Fab, I think it's just the control type difference. You're used to games like... I mean, I don't know... You're probably good at a lot of games like this, I believe. But, like... This is all mouse. If you think about it, Fab, Jump King that you speedrun all the time is... keyboard. You know, you're pressing a button for the right duration. This is like positioning the mouse in the right spot, learning it all. There's so much differences between the games, you know. Like, even though they're both, like, rage games, like the same kind of, like, timing rage game, I think they're fundamentally different classifications of games, you know. And that's the whole point. It's like, to me, it's similar to the difference between an animator and an artist. And a lot of people think, but animation and art's the same thing. You do a little frame difference, you change it, right? But then I learned that animation isn't always art. That's when I started the whole VJing thing. Is that I learned about a completely different field of animation. Because it's like, when I animate, I'm molding pre-existing art so different. Then artists can't do that. Speed momentum control, well, that's part of the mouse stuff too in the end, because you've got to react a certain way. You've got to learn to stop, especially. Whereas like Jump King, it's just you're just jumping. There's very little velocity going on except with the wind levels. You just position, you realign, and you time it just right. Whereas this, it's like, all right, you're moving. You have 3.2 nanoseconds to now readjust and bounce off the wall. And even then, the game's not trying to be perfect. I think like Jump King, you can be absolutely precise. You can be on a almost artificial intelligence level of positioning and changing. It's all systematic. This game is not made to be systematic. It's not made to be perfect. It's made to cause you pain.
What? What? What?
Let's see.
What? Ugh. Oh.
There we go. This is an evil section for sure. Oh no. Oh well. But honestly, getting over it is absolutely just, again, you can't think of it as a speedrunning game. A speedrun is a testament
Oh.
to playing a game that's not, it's not intended to speedrun. I mean, yes, it is. That's the big thing everyone does with it. But I mean, you think about it like from a designer perspective. The intention is purely pain.
What?
It's to make people quit. It's not made for anything else.
What?
It's kind of like there's probably speedruns of Baby Steps and stuff, you know, his latest game. But I don't think that game's actually intended for speedrun. Then again, what games are intended for speedrun? I guess Jump King is absolutely intended for speedrunning, considering how it operates and made. That's probably one of the few I think would honestly qualify for that.
Oh.
There's a few other games and all that too, but I feel a lot of games. Yeah, they are. You are right on that. But I mean, like, a lot of the games that people do a lot of speedruns for aren't intended for speedrunning. It was never the intention. It's just what happened for it, you know.
What?
I mean, if you think about it too,
What?
there's something much more, you know, interesting to a lot of people about speedrunning a game that was never intended to be speedrun. Yeah. Curses! It's kind of like Super Mario. That's like the first speedrunning. It would be literally probably Super Mario Brothers. After the idea that when people stopped caring about high scores, it became all about speedrunning games like Mario. I've heard so many crazy things about speedrunning Mario, like the first one, the NES. All the crazy things. What do they call it? It's like pixel perfect movement or something like a certain and on top of that, there's like a nanosecond to like make a certain movement thing that like saves them like a 12 maybe not even 12, maybe like 2 seconds on a speed run. People are competing that hard on it. That to me is that's different. But then again, I am not a speedrunner. I will never be a speedrunner. And the closest thing I will do to a speedrun is rigging up a V2 model as fast as possible and showing how fast it can easily be done. And that's less of a speedrun and more just showing off expertise and abilities. Because I'm hoping to actually make money that way. Start doing some rigging for some people. Take some contracts on and stuff. Gotta find some freebies first, though. Don't know where to look for people. A lot of people want V2 models. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dread. Okay, we're good. Like I did a design, and design's terrible. I'm horrible at art. I am absolutely dog crap at art. Now everyone would say, but your art's kind of good. Yes, it took me 6 weeks to make a line. I'm not good at it. I just do it. There's a big difference. Oh dear. Okay. But I kind of did a test of myself. And that was just the initial thing of just rigging something I had to draw first. And I think it took me 40 minutes to get the educational design head I made. Because it's for educational purposes, teaching people how to V2 model rig and stuff. And I believe I did it in 40 minutes to draw and rig it. An entire working head with like blinking eyes and a working mouth. All terrible designs, mind you. If I had just somebody just gave me a proper model though, yeah, I could probably do a full V2 model rig in like 2 hours, I think, for like a quality one too. Hello, Syntax. How are you? Watching the YouTubes. How you doing today, Syntax?
Oh.
You've joined here to watch it. The sadist that you are, naughty. Yes, more climbing here today.
What? Mm. Mm.
Yes, we're doing that. No. There we go. You know, I kind of like the monkey bars best now. I think it's because I'm good at it. I think that's why a lot of speedrunners do the things they do. It's not because of seeing how fast they can do it. Just that a lot of these games become a lot more fun when you're not held back and stuck on something. I think that's the whole deal. I think that's why I'm starting to enjoy myself a little bit. It's just that level of skill. I mean, obviously, I'm still dog crap. But
What?
I am premium dog crap today. Ah, syntax. Okay, syntax. Look, you got a Y or an I, you're going to have it mislabeled. One time someone referred to me as Darus. Mostly because they messed up the capitalization. It's become a running gag ever since, though. Also, when have you ever heard me say words correctly? Come on now. I'm practically illiterate in my way of speaking. Oh, this is... Oh, that's dreadful.
Oh.
Aha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Oh, crap nuggets. I see that. Oh, dreadfully dear. Hmm. Ah.
What? What?
Yep. Okay. Let's just address the elephant in the room. I don't know how I got here.
Oh. What?
Okay. I am way farther than I expected to be here.
What?
Why? Okay. Okay, there we go.
What?
Why am I having such issues on myself all of a sudden? It's okay. We'll succeed. We will succeed. Positive thinking. I hate positivity. We'll make it though, right? Right. Syntax, it's kind of a little like that Key and Peele skit. You ever see the substitute teacher, Aaron? I mean, I could have been worse and called you Skin Tax.
What? What?
There's a lot of ways we can mispronounce words. Wait until the day someone calls me Darus. Actually, kind of sounds pretty neat, actually. I don't know if I mind that.
What?
So much things you can do with people and their names and stuff, or jokes. No. There we go. There we go. Come on now. Yes. Yes, there we go.
What? Oh.
I don't know how it was so hard to get up to here, and I kept falling back. Oh no, this is awful. This is looking awful here. My Bennett Foddy senses are tingling. Something's wrong. Something's awful. There's something evil afoot, everyone. And it's not me for once. There we go. There we go. There's no problem there.
What?
Oh. Oh my god. Oh. My god. I see what that is. That is a horrible climbing spot.
What? What? Oh.
All the stuff I hate. All the stuff I hate! No, no! Okay. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
What? What?
I kind of thought I really didn't think I was going to get thrown to the bottom there.
What? 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 What?
Ah!
What?
See here.
Oh.
I think a better way to say this syntax is the way I like to call this game is think about it this way. Does it not look like you're trying to escape the ball from Katamari Damacy? Like I can't think of anything else that better explains this entire thing. But you're one of the victims of Katamari Damacy, and you got, I don't know, impaled into a bucket of sweat.
What?
Come on, we know it's not water.
What?
And you're trying to escape.
What?
I think that's what this is like. I feel like this is what it'd be like trying to escape the balls in Katamari Damacy.
What?
You should escape it immediately. Just get set in the fire to become a star. You know, on that note, I've never played a Katamari Damacy game. I think they put those on Steam recently. I should grab some.
Oh.
I think it was on Steam. Maybe I was thinking about the new release on like the Switch or something though. Anyways, I gotta play a Katamari Damacy game someday. I've always wanted to play it, but I never got to it. You know, so many other games, so little money and time. A lot of time issues and stuff.
What? What?
Okay. No. Oh, I did it to myself again.
What? What?
Whenever I start making that sound, you know I'm about to screw up.
What?
Like it's a rule of the universe. Must not succeed.
What? Oh. What?
They raised. Hold on a second. They raised the prices of the PS5 by 3 times. Like not Hawking, we're talking about the basic.
Mm.
I'm out of the loop on consoles all the time. Hold on a second. I've kind of got to look that up real quick. Let's just see if it pops in the news here. It's just like. Wow. They did have a price hike. Sales dropped. Looks like it's more double than 3 times. Still, that's crazy. You have to give something to offer if you're going to price hike like that. It's like, we're decided to call S'more. We're a small indie company making massive games. Okay, they raised the price 3 times. It's close to double. It's close to double, though. Or it's getting close to double at the very least. Still, it's over 150% of what it was. But yeah, okay. I misread. But that is a big price jump. Why do they even try consoles anymore? Honestly, rather than consoles, what they should do is some sort of like... I've always thought this for years, and no one ever did it. If people would make modularity to a computer system, to where you could just like, you know... I actually kind of had this a while back. A long time ago, like back in the early days of PlayStation stuff, you could actually kind of get your... computers to kind of play the devices to like play PlayStation discs on your computer, right? And that was a thing. That was a thing to have those discs like that, you know, like. And then of course, you know, we started finally getting some PlayStation games on PC and everything else like that. My first PlayStation game on PC was Final Fantasy VIII. I actually really liked that game. It's actually one of the least liked Final Fantasies from early in the day. I mean, it's a lot more liked than it used to be, and it's a lot more Final Fantasies that people dislike now. Whew. Me especially. But they should make something to improve PCs that people have into consoles, rather than consoles themselves, and just be like, here, everything you don't need or want. You have to buy it from us, though, at 10 times the sale-up price because we own it. It's just not a great design philosophy for the consumers. Now, the Switch was successful for that reason, though, is that you can't modify your computer to be a tiny little handheld. That's why the Switch did so well. It's gaming on the go. It's literally the Game Boy all over again. That's why it was so successful, in my opinion. But these major consoles, it's like, why would you pay so much money for a console when you could just have a computer that can do so much more, you know? I'm having trouble here. Like for me, I went for an expensive, overpriced computer and everything else because I was going to use it for the tubings and stuff and model work and everything else. Yeah, the drawing magic system was kind of weird, but also kind of fun at the same time. You know, sometimes those awful things, they leave a bad tip. They don't work well, but like, parts of them you kind of like. You know what I mean? Oh no, I went the wrong direction. Personally, I still believe to this day my favorite game was actually Final Fantasy VI, and I believe that no game has ever come too close to being good as it. 6 was all-time best in my opinion, and after that, they kind of started like going towards the modern Final Fantasy, where it's not even Final Fantasy anymore, it's just a freaking, like, title. Which is why people like Final Fantasy XIV so much. It was throwback to the original Final Fantasy style of things, even though it was an MMO. Though they also kind of missed the mark on a lot of that, too. I wonder what the next MMO Final Fantasy will be. I do not think 14 will survive its current epidemic. It has to be drastically remade. And they're just going to sell stuff at the moment. Bitch, y'all thought I was going to fail there. I did too. But I had a plan. And the plan did in fact work. Failure is still an option though. It's a big option. You said side quest, or are you talking about Mystic Quest? It's the text, because Mystic Quest is a lesser Final Fantasy. I've never heard of Final Fantasy side quest, but Mystic Quest I know about. I even own. It's like that one's like a Final Fantasy like for children kind of game. Not terrible. Got some great music in it, but also not in any way, form, or fashion really good. Honestly, my personal opinion of Final Fantasy games is one of the biggest mistakes they had, I think, is what they did with Final Fantasy. What was it? Final Fantasy 15. I think 15 was actually a terrible game. A lot of people think it was great and everything else like that, but honestly, 15 had... It was literally like a 2-hour story with a bunch of side quests you could do in the past. And I was like, I didn't like the story. I didn't like how the system worked. And you only had 3 guys. It was just 4 people. It's not a real Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is like an adventure with a large group and cast of people trying to take over an issue, you know? Save the world. But 15, I think, just didn't really handle that well for later. And it was really bad because I thought the startup of that was amazing. Oh, a side quest in Final Fantasy was a cup noodle ad. I mean, I don't know about that. I know there's a whole thing event in Monster Hunter that was for ramen noodles, and we all loved it because we got to watch our character and cats eat ramen noodles. I'm tired. Yeah, you'd actually be surprised. Oh, we're talking about 15. Yeah, I do believe there actually was something like that. It was hard to know. But, you know, you kind of enjoy it because of the characterization and stuff. But, yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff like that in 15. The car driving and the side stories were all great in 15, but, like, the cohesion and the main story just didn't work up in the end. 15 also had, like, the characters, you know. You had you had the character who was Magic Prince guy that had magic teleporty powers because their combat system wouldn't work if it didn't have teleporty powers. And you had 3 party members. At all times. It's just like... It just didn't carry. The characters were already knowing each other and boring and knew each other. Which is terrible. I mean, 15 had the best startup of a game I've seen in ages. You literally start off with pushing your car because you're out of gas. I thought that was amazing. I thought 15 was amazing for that. But afterwards, you get the story, it gets weird, it gets... If they had more than 4 characters and a couple of just side temps and stuff, 15 could have felt a lot better. They could have made a story more manageable and not make it where you have to go into the past by talking to a little animal to visit your memories of when you actually did something you didn't do and level up there. That was weird. Ah, yes, yes, we are up the stairs. Yeah! Yeah! Celebration! Oh no. Oh no, it's been an hour, everyone. Crap. Skills drastically shot down. I'm incredibly fatigued.
What? Oh. What? What? Oh. What?
Ha ha! Look at that, everyone. Look how far we've gotten. I'm going to need a moment to prepare myself here. This is intimidating because, so let me explain my current problems with the rock fall here. So the rocks are all slippery. So I throw myself up and you slide backwards. Now, if you don't keep the momentum forward to the right, you slip leftward. If you slip leftward, you fall off the mountain. It's not fun. It's not good. Let me tell you, my hand hurts. So just give me a second. We're just gonna make sure. I just use opportunity to check and make sure everything's good as well. Yeah. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's like a magic table here. In syntax, I think that's why they don't give us a button. So we don't have an opportunity to even clinch it. YOLO.
What?
No, 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 no.
What? What?
No, stop it. So my biggest problem here is the rake.
Oh. No. What? What?
Ah, and also myself. So let's see here.
What?
So the rake. The problem here isn't for anyone else who would play in the future. That rake right there. The secret to it is to not utilize it for momentum, but to steady your hammer on there and go limp. That you can then throw yourself over at the proper angle.
Oh.
Just to catch it. That's all you got to do. Try not to have momentum afterwards. You can do it with momentum, but there we go.
What? What?
So right here, like this. This is safety. I missed.
Oh.
Okay, maybe explanations aren't the best for runes.
What? 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 What?
Ah, too much power to it. Be gentle with that spot. Once I hang on the rake, it's a lot easier. It's a whole lot easier. Ah. If I can dangle from the rake, I feel a lot more confident if I can dangle. Okay. And then we can just... No. Okay. I think somewhere that slide is either a dead end or the snake. No, not that. But see how much better we're getting at this, too? It's very interesting. Of, like, how much better I'm getting at this.
No.
No. Yes, there we go. Yeah, you can tell it's been an hour or two because I'm getting a little bit more, like, concentrative instead of, like, just deranged madman rambling as he goes up.
Oh, no.
Speaking of deranged madman stuff,
Oh.
I've been working on a lot of model improvements to show a lot more emotion and other issues and great things, also being a higher definition to a lot. But I'm stupid little perfectionist. So all my attempts at model improvements are met with, oh, I should improve this too. I'll never get there. I swear to you, I'll never get there. It's like, oh, cool. We got everything ready and rigged, and why don't we improve the hood while we're at it? Crap. Well, now the hood's improved, we gotta improve the body. Now we improve the body, we should definitely do that attempt at hands again. In other words, I've got a lot of improvements going. I even did work on the mouth the other day. I mean, I tried to create teeth again as well. That looked a little weird. Also didn't look weird enough. There we go. No. That's not what I wanted to grab. Why are you bouncing like that? There. Okay. Pogo. Hello there. Yes. What am I doing? Stop me! Me needs to stop me. It's terrible. Not what I'm trying to do.
No.
At least we're not at the bottom. Could be worse. I just had to climb it all over again. I need to shut up. I really need to shut up. That's what Silent warns me about. I've got like some supernatural ability to like summon bad luck for myself, I swear. This is what happened when your favorite cartoon characters stick dastardly, okay? Absolutely what it is. I swear, I have that cartoon villain karma. I swear. No checkpoints. No checkpoints. That's right. This is not a game of, oh, you know, get to here, get to there. No, this is a pain experiment. I don't mean that figuratively. I mean it literally. Did it funny, studied philosophy, made the game co-op, started realizing that people had a weird interest in games with, like, pain, like, you know, horrible times and stuff, right? And so he started, like, kind of, like, studying it a bit. And that's why games like this and, like, baby steps are the way they are. It's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there we go. I literally turned off the subtitles and the voice so I don't have to listen to Bennett Body all the time, talking down to me and trying to annoy me.
What? What? What?
Closest thing we do a checkpoint here is by increasingly developing skill at playing this game that I didn't think I'd have any skill at. Not this spot again. Ah. You can get over it, but... kind of a fail.
What? What? Oh.
There we go. Save myself. Seriously, though, getting up here this quickly should not have been a thing today.
Oh.
Also, I absolutely intend to clip that. That was funny. I thought he was gonna hate me though. Well, he didn't hate me. He just likes to point out how stupid I am when it happens. It's also like when we play games, I'm like, it's okay, guys. Everything's safe and fine. I like doing that, especially when Silent's around. It's like some of that bad luck. You guys got any friends like me? You know, the ones that, they say that, like, no, it's fine. Everything's going great, guys. And all of a sudden, everything catches on fire. Anyone else got any jinx friends like that as me? I was born under a dark star. I'm a terribly unlucky person. And it's a true fact, too. I'm one of those Friday the 13th kind of people. Yeah. Too much power every time. Too much power every time I hit that. Well, there's a lot of people that say completely random stuff. But I'm talking about, like, jinxing it, you know. They say something, and then, like, it either causes the exact effect or the opposite effect, you know? Like, I'm known for every time I call out something, it happens. Like, something happens immediately. Like the opposite, you know? Like a bad luck beacon. One of Son's favorite things for playing a game, I'm like, it's okay, there's no more snipers. Get taken out immediately. As soon as I say the words, like, the most comedic timing always happens.
What?
For my own personal disasters. So if I really want to mess with Silent, or anyone else in general, I'm just like in the middle of a horror game with them or something, a multiplayer horror game, I was like, man, everything's going so great. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh.
That's how I like to do it. So what I learned about my evil bad luck powers, of course I have to make use of.
What?
It's hilarious.
What? 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 What?
Got it. No, I missed it.
What?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop! Where'd the hammer crack?
What?
No! Too much force!
What?
No, too little, or too wrong direction.
What? What? Oh.
It's so slippery. So slippery here. Okay. I use force here, and then I stop moving at the rake, and it should be okay.
What?
I didn't do enough force there. I was trying to get my position and get ready for it. Oh, no, I almost got this out of there. That's interesting. Ah. Every time I try to balance this thing, it just immediately starts. There we go. No, I didn't want to do it. No, I missed. Can't get under it. No, get me back. Get me back on that tent house. What is that?
What?
Okay. No. Stop it. Fatigue is starting to set in where everything gets worse.
What?
Okay. No. I try to rest my hand a second, and the mouse just goes crazy.
Oh. What?
Got it. I do not eat foods while streaming, but I'm always thinking of pizza. It's my main diet food, which seems unhealthy, but actually, I make my own pizzas and I make them healthy. You can actually lose weight on pizza if you make it yourself. It's a great health food. But eating out is always terrible. But if you eat in and you make it yourself, it is the healthiest thing ever. I've actually started improving my pizza recipe too. I make my own breads too. I'm a big baker fan, so I've been starting to make my pizza dough with 50% of it being health grains and stuff. Whole wheat, flax seeds. I take some oats. I grind them up into a flour, and it's actually been pretty good. It doesn't even taste. You can make it a little better if you didn't use so much everything else. You need a little bit of wheat though. Wheat flour always makes the best pizza. Got a custom recipe. People go crazy over my pizza stuff. The only thing I don't make personally is the cheese, which I could probably do. I should probably start making my own custom mozzarella. I bet I can make some really good too if I tried. Let's go look at the recipes of stuff I can do to make it that good. Considerations for the future. But yeah, my diet is like 90% pizza. Which seems so unhealthy because we're so used to like trash pizza that's like 80% grease and stuff. But I make a pizza with like tons of peppers on top. What's a pizza? It's nothing more than a fruit pie with a cheese topping. If you get the right cheese, it's not so bad, you know. And then it's like the toppings. I like peppers. Wow, I didn't expect to have a not bad time with that part. Huh. Interesting. I do like Hot Pockets a bit, though. Like even the trashier ones. They are always going to nuke you, and they're always terrible for you and your gut.
What?
So if it didn't take so much work to do, yeah, I'd eat pizza all the time. Oh, actually, I do like to eat pizza all the time. I like to eat pizza for an entire month. Nothing but pizza.
What?
Well, a little bit of barbecue and stuff to go on the side. You know, a little cheat day where I don't do pizza. But I do pizzas for an entire, like, 2 to 5 months. All the time. Multiple months of the year I do that. And it's my health kick. And you might be thinking, that can't be a health kick. It's pizza. Well, yeah. But I have a flatbread I've made myself with very healthy grains on top of just the regular grains. And then you basically make the sauce yourself. Lowering the amount of sugars and salt you have in there. It ends up pretty healthy. I actually try to add really weird things to pizzas to make them healthier. And, like, also, it can't be just healthy. It has to be tastier, too. It has to be tastier. It has to improve it. And so far, my pizza's amazing. I talk about it more, but too many people tell me, you need to sell that sauce. It's incredible. It's also really interesting sauce. Very healthy. It uses all the things that you wouldn't want on top of a pizza. Every sort of terrible thing. Okay. Enough about food. It is time for a bad time, everyone. Are we prepared to try? What the frickin' hell was that? I'm back further than before. I literally just, I didn't even call it like, no, that's just with that and everything else is off the wall too. Come on. How did that happen? That's the worst ever. I am back at the beginning. I am surprised I didn't fall to whatever horrible death it was. Like, how'd that happen? That's the worst. That's the worst. We're back before the beginning area sort of thing. That was the literal beginning of the game. I slid down a car on top of the teeth. I now know what's up there with the kids. It's a tooth. And a car. How dare you? Dodge Chargers are amazing cars. I love the way they look. I drive a Dodge. It's old as dirt. Well, now it is. You know, any new car. I like Dodges. Very well. And yes, I read it. I think I don't remember if I read it just before or on the way down, but yes. I do remember when they advertised pizza bagels on TV, and I'll tell you right now, nothing tastes better than a pizza bagel. I swear, I don't care how bad it is for you. Those things, when they are crispy, hurt on so many levels. Nothing is better than a pizza bagel. I should learn to make bagels. Actually, I know how to make bagels. You boil it, and then you bake it. Yes, and Jax, that's it. I should be making bagels! I think I might have lost something in my head recently. I don't know why. Must have been the shock of falling all the way back to the beginning at the beginning. But yeah, bagels are basically just, you just boil it and then you bake it. So, that's a bagel. Shouldn't be too hard, just go the same way as everything else. You would be surprised how much everything is just pizza dough. I'm serious. Everything is pizza. Except some types of pizza, which is weird.
What? Oh.
I'm using food to try and drown out the idea of what just happened to me with falling off. I think I'm using food to just basically try to displace half my mind while I'm doing all this. Let's do this. Come on. There we go. There we go. You know what's next? I wasn't going to have pizza today. All my pizza dough is in my freezer because I was deciding to have something else today. To be a little different. Now you're making me hungry for pizza. And also making bagels. Bagel pizzas. Homemade. Now I also want to do the custom cheeses. Curses, my creativity is running rampant and it's all about food. Damn it! This is the worst spot again. Oh, there we go. Nothing is worse than when I get hungry, because I just think about food and talk about food. Drives my friends mad too, because I make a lot of food. Like, it's never like other things. I'm actually a picky eater. So I actually don't have a lot of foods I make or eat. But I've been working on making them better over the years so that I can, you know, enjoy them better.
No.
Nothing is worse. Pizza Wednesday. You said you had kids, didn't you, Syntax? The teenagers are kids at this point. Dealing with the small ones are the mediums. Ah. Never got any kids myself. But I got nephews. Ah. Of course, I'm that deranged crazy uncle that's not allowed to, like, hang around the kids because he's a bad influence. Then it turned out I wasn't even influencing them. I always taught down to, it's like, you taught them to call people mutant. I'm like, I call myself mutant. Like, that's, no, but they're not calling kids mutants. Then I found out they learned to call people mutant because they watched the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And that's what Robotnik called him. Turned out that I was being blamed for what they were watching on TV. I didn't do anything with making watch the show or anything else, but they learned to call kids mutants because they watched Sonic the Hedgehog. And I was blamed for that because I call myself a mutant. And it's like, we can't use that word. I'm like, have you not heard of X-Men and the Marvel Universe? And they're like, that doesn't matter, they're too young. No, they're not. They're like 12 and 10 now. Family, am I right? If anyone hasn't guessed that I'm definitely the black sheep of my family, you're a fool, but they are not. always find it weird. When I was growing up, if you played video games, ha, nerd, geek, now everyone does it, and if you don't, you're weird. Your nephew logically explains every dad joke you tell him. That's actually a pretty good kind of humor, in my opinion. That's like humor diffusing humor. It's always fun to break down a dad joke. Like, just destroy it, diffuse it in front of the person. Oh, I didn't make it. I was trying to be really crazy there. For me, the dad jokes were always there, but I was always terrible at jokes as a kid. But then again, I'm not the same as everyone else. I don't have the same cognitive features. I was born differently under a dark star with all the strange oddities you would expect. Like I tell people, everyone's like, you know, VTubers and YouTubers and stuff. They always have a character they act out on streams and whatnot. But for me, I'm not acting out. I'm acting myself. This gives me opportunity to be myself because I've always been told, don't be yourself. Just don't. Just be like everyone else. And that's never worked out that way, you know. I could never be like everyone else. I can't mask. It breaks eventually. You did the Milky Way joke and he just explains the galaxy. Ah. Your nephew might be a mutant too. You never know. Mutations are not required of genetics. Probably one of those smart kids that does all the science stuff too, isn't he? Oh no, I fell all the way back. Well, it was really hard to get up there. I keep on hitting the ceiling. Why do I keep hitting the ceiling? You know, I don't know how people can do this for like 4 hours. I only have like 2 in me at best for a game like this. It's so much work, everyone. It's kind of fun though. I do not despise this. I despise that so much. So much. Back at it. No, not here. I don't want to be that. No. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yes. Faster, better, more, yes. No. Calm down, hammer. You can strike the stone later. Down a little bit, and up we go. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, there we go. Back past the beginning area again. I need a second to sit, everyone. Just, you know, just like stretch out a little bit. My legs hurt. My body is aching, and in my jaw. You know, weird things like that. We've been sitting here for a while, and it's getting. Still got about 30 minutes left for the stream to go. More trying. I always try to go for at least a 2-hour stream unless something happens. It's like, I just can't. I'm distressed by my loss at the very end. I'm like, I can't do this for 10 more minutes. I can't break myself to do it. Or, you know, the other things happen. And what was it, like the other day, the map didn't work for my computer. I crashed twice. What we tried to do is awful. We couldn't complete it. Like, I just gave up on that. Clear the glass run of the lighthouse. Fully optimized. My computer's a beast. It should handle it. Now I'm thinking what to eat again. Truth be told, I've been eating all day. Mostly because I get ready for the streams and I don't want to, like, have things that distress me during it. Like, you know, bodily functions. We are back here, everyone. Yes, look at this go. Ah, that was close. Oh no. Don't let me hit the ladder that hard. Yes, there we go. I miss Pizza Wednesdays, but I eat pizza all the time, so I can't. Yep, still thinking of food. You know, I can truthfully say, though, I don't envy people that have, like, pizza parties these days, because the pizza recipes are significantly worse, except for Domino's. Domino's has upped their game significantly since the old days. I remember having Domino's back in the day. You ate it because it was pizza, but it was 90% grease. Tasted like it, too. Ah. Ah. No. One of my favorite things I don't do, that I love to do if I could, is just going to all the nearby towns and cities and finding every, like, mom and pop's pizza shop and getting pizza there. Or Italian restaurants. Oh, man. If anyone here only gets pizza from fast food joints, let me tell you, you want to change your life? Go to those fancy Italian restaurants and order a pizza there. You might be thinking, pizza? But it's a fancy restaurant. And if they're any sort of a proper Italian restaurant, they're going to have pizza. And the pizza from there is 1,000 times better than fast food slop made by some angry teenager that doesn't want to work there because their parents are making them. And if it's some big Italian guy that goes around and pats you on the shoulder while you're eating his food creepishly, it's even better. Okay, syntax. Okay. I might have to put a rule not to mention the personal pan pizza of the old Pizza Huts. because they don't make those like they used to. And it's the most depressing fact in the world that they don't. I almost don't like talking about it just because we realize, like, Pizza Hut's, like, recipe, something happened to it. And I don't know what it was. Were those personal pans back in the day? Oh my god. That was life. I don't remember when they changed the recipe. But at some point, they stopped being good. They became bottom level. That's why everything looks like a Pizza Hut now. Because Pizza Hut used to be amazing and everywhere. Did they have something illegal in there or something? Why did the recipe change on Pizza Hut? Why? What happened to my job? Honestly, I probably would have died as a child if I didn't have pizza. I mean, that's got a lot more nutrition than you think in there. It's not the healthiest thing from those fast food joints, but pizza has a lot of nutritional, like, benefits of, like, it's a fruit, you got cheese and proteins and dairy, and you got your breads, too. It's like a full thing, especially when you start, like, using, like, vegetables in there and stuff, you know? Tons of garlic and onion, and, oh, then you add some, peppers in there, and gosh, it's a health pack, you know? They switched from 90% grease to 95% grease. Oh, that's a 50% loss of material in there. Maybe you're right. On a cruise ship, though. I've never been on a cruise ship. But getting, like, those old personal pan pizzas in weird environments yes, that was absolutely the best. All right, we're off this line, yes. All right, maybe we can get past the spot. Oh, there we go, yeah. No. Down myself. There we go. You know, I spent well over a year forcing myself to learn to make pizzas. Mostly the crust, like making the bread was the hardest part of figuring it out. But now it's just like every time I make a pizza, I don't have a recipe. I just do it. Ah. I wonder what the cultural food right now is, considering, like, for America. Because, like, you know, back in the day, pizza reigned supreme for a while. We had burgers as well and stuff. I think we actually had sandwiches for some years. I wonder what the current, like, this is what we eat kind of food is, you know? Because, like, way back when, like, until, like, sometime in the mid-2000s, I believe pizza was, like, the food for everyone. Everything had to have pizza. Which is probably why a lot of people have some, like, positive memories. Because pizza's a really, like, widely liked food for a lot of people. Like, there's very few people that dislike pizza. And a lot of people that have, like, food aversions love pizza. Let me tell you from experience, I have horrible food aversion. But pizza is my mainstay because of that. When I started learning to make my own pizza, I started getting a very healthy comparison. If I want healthy, I make pizza. I just don't go out and get it. Though I have to get, sometimes, you ever have that craving sometimes? You gotta have the worst food ever. You're like, okay, what is the worst slob I've ever eaten? What is it? I want it right now. I decide it. Like a food you hate or something even. You're like, for some reason, I crave disgusting food. the weirdest sensation ever, you know? Not like, I want the food of my childhood. It's like, I want the food I hate. Like the orange up there. Huh.
What?
Didn't know I could. Some days, I actually have to go get, like, sloppy pizza. Because, like, your body is, for some reason, it's like, I want grease. 90% grease. Give it to me. I want it now. And then you, like, have to deal with it. And you've got, like, you're like, but we can't we just have, like, some, you know, we can have a nice little, like, sandwich on some, like, black bread. No. Grease, disgusting, overprocessed foods. With dirty, filthy, greasy cheese. And every meat topping in existence. Bacon. More bacon. More only bacon. And it's like, that's what you have to eat. It's like this, like, bacon grease flavored pizza. It's delicious, mind you. It's absolutely delicious because of the bacon grease. But otherwise, it's a disgusting thing that you feel like you had an affair with your body for some reason. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I understand exactly this index. Yeah, the McDonald's burger or fish fillet or whatever, that's definitely one. That is definitely a thing.
Oh.
So many times it's like you've got to just have a crappy McDonald's burger. You know, McDonald's burgers are though, they like to put like a lot of onions on there and stuff.
What?
And I actually developed a slight liking of onions because of them. I've had so many of them. Like my food aversion to having like onions on a burger, I always hated it. But eventually, you just start getting so hungry. You're like, I don't care.
What?
You know, just give me that trashy burger. I'm so starving right now. I don't care it has onions on it. I just want to eat that burger. And they always get it wrong, so it's always got it on there. It's that huge swarm of onions on the McDonald's burger. And as a result, I started developing a taste for it, which thankfully expanded my food range drastically.
Oh. What? What?
So I tell you, I've learned deliciousness of like onions on burgers. There's a lot of people that probably don't like it, but I started getting fried onions on burgers. Like, I think Burger King had like one with like onion ring on there. Oh my god, onion rings and fried onions on burgers are the greatest thing ever. And the only time I had it like that beforehand was like this thing they called Texas toothpicks.
What?
It's minced up onions and peppers into a little like fried fry of deliciousness they put on the burgers, and that's incredible too. Ugh. Okay. Okay. I'm talking about food too much. All while making this horrible climb. Again, I think I'm just hungry. I don't know what's worse, the stress or the hunger now. All right. Yeah, you know you're too hungry when you're looking at oranges and getting over it. You're like, I would eat that right there. So bad. Okay, let's try this again. No, didn't do it right.
What?
That definitely didn't do it right. Crap baskets. Oh, come on. I hit the button. Okay. One more try.
What? 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 What?
Oh, wow. Guy does that? Sabotages the food and then tries to return it. I mean, that should be illegal. That is literal just evil, like, terrible peopleness. Like, I don't like those guys that do that. So he buys fast food, destroys it, and returns it. That's like a biohazard there. That should be illegal And I don't know why people get popular doing evil things like that. Like, that is not funny. That is just being terrible. And terrible's not funny because anyone can be terrible. It's easy to be evil. Being bad is the best way. Doing pranks and things you can get away with. That's ha-ha. Not just terrible and stuff.
Oh.
You know, it's kind of like the proper way to do things.
Oh.
Like, I remember, like, these funny pranks and stuff I like to watch or something. And just not even distressing people. Just literally being the funniest kind of pranks you could think about. Was one thing I saw. A guy was supposed to be holding a flag for some contractors in this one practical joke they did. On this, I don't remember what show or did it, whatnot. Guy was, they gave him a, like they're doing a survey. And they gave him a survey, right? Can you run this rod out there? But it had a weird flag on it. And as soon as he like started walking forward and like focusing on the task, they had an entire group of people pretending to be protesters and that he's leading the protest. That kind of stuff to me is funny. Yeah, but I can't see someone just especially destroying food. To me, food is something kind of more sacred. People like to just wreck food all the time. Especially meat. I cannot stand when people destroy meat. Like, oh, look at this meat. Throw it in the trash or throw it against someone's head or something. Like, come on now. You are literally destroying an animal's corpse that died for you to eat. Now, I'm a carnivore myself. But you've got to be an ethical carnivore. You can't just shoot an animal and let it rot on the side. You have to eat it. So when people just throw, like, meats around or something, like, look at all the sausage we're throwing around. It's not sausage. It's an animal that died for you. Go to a zoo and learn what you're eating. Or a farm or whatever. It shouldn't waste meats. Now, I can laugh at a tomato here, tomato there. Some pasta being thrown on somebody. Never waste meat. That's evil. That is just diabolical. That is like dark evil right there. Everyone didn't understand it, you know. Food gets thrown out all the time. We don't need to be pushing more for that, you know. We need to be more food conscious. Food costs so much because we waste so much. If we don't waste food, food goes down in price. Humanity is full of stupid people. They think this is the right way to do things. It's funny and simple. Good is evil. Our world is full of evil people that think that's the right way to be. Being bad is good because you're at least acknowledging it. You're being a bad influence, but you're free. You do what you want to, and you don't be completely just thinking you're white knighting around, doing everything like that. Hamming on people's shoulders. No, I don't remember that, thankfully. I'm sure it was done. I mean, there's worse things people did than just putting a piece of ham on someone's shoulder. I mean, I don't mind the cheesing of a cat. That's kind of funny. Especially if the cat gets to eat the cheese. The cat eats the cheese. It's fine. I should ham my cat sometime. They would love that. My cat's favorite foods are, particularly, is processed sandwich ham. We'll kill for that. Though one of my boy cat, unfortunately, has developed an even worse love of food: mac and cheese. Cats can't have a lot of grains and such, so he doesn't get to have a lot. Also, cheese isn't good for a cat either. But he loves mac and cheese. It forces me to give him a little bit of mac and cheese with him. I haven't tried pickles with my cat, but it's really a cucumber more than a pickle. It's the same thing. It's a pickled cucumber. gonna try with my calves, but there's other things I could break them with, and cucumber. Oh, finally back from the beginning area again. Level 2. So we can make it back to level 3.
Whoop. Whoop.
Ah.
Whoop. Oh. Whoop. Whoop.
Oh. All right, let's hope we don't get stuck on that one thing again. There we go. Calm down. Calm down. No, not like that.
Whoop. Whoop.
Whoop. Oh, there we go.
Whoop. Whoop.
Push and go.
Whoop.
Catch. And good. Aha! Look at that, everyone. Skill. Panic. Skill. No, no, no. Drat.
Whoop. 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 Whoop.
Okay, everyone. It's been 2 hours. So, I will say the next disaster is when the stream will end.
Whoop.
No, no, no.
Whoop.
I don't want the disaster right now, game. Stop trying to kill me. Stop it. My mouse is literally running off my mouse pad at this point. I'm trying so hard to, like, move it in the right spot. This is all mouse controlled. We've got the problem with it.
Whoop.
I swear, just because I said that doesn't mean I want that to happen immediately. Let me at least fail on the rocks.
Whoop. Ooh.
Come on.
Whoop.
No, 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 I didn't want to. I put my mouse down for a second, and my guy just slams that thing down.
Whoop.
Try to reposition my mouse pad constantly. I have a really big mouse pad, too. Came with my computer. Cyberpower. I think it's Cyberpower, correct? Was it Cyberpower? I don't remember. There was something.
Whoop.
Okay.
Whoop.
No, no, no. I started bouncing instead of digging in. That was the problem there. There we go. No. Ugh.
Whoop. 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 Oh, no.
Hallelujah. No, 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 no.
Whoop.
My guaranteed success.
Whoop. Whoop. Whoop.
There we go. Yeah. We're going higher. We're getting there. We're doing it, everyone. Look at this going on. Let's try it.
Whoop. Whoop.
I'm learning so many techniques on this.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Whoop.
Oh, yes. Placed on a pedestal. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, we are either going to make it, or this will be the last shot of the stream. Let's find out. Shall we? Okay. No. Let go of the hammer. Let go of the hammer, buddy. You're in the wrong spot. Okay, I calculated a 80% chance of horrific failure. My hand is so tired and slow.
Whoop. Whoop.
Well, everyone, that's the stream. Yeah. We got pretty far again. We're stuck at that rock thing. Maybe I should even look up how to do that a little bit. I'm not sure. I just kind of learn on my own and do things and stuff. That one's a little testy and tough. And we're getting up pretty high, but we're also getting really, really fast at that. But we'll pick this up again tomorrow at the same time. Same stress-inducing climbing gameplay. And we'll start trying to figure out other things in the meantime. And for those that care about the channel and everything else, I'm going to be restructuring things a bit. We'll also have access to new types of videos we're producing eventually with, like, chat and other fun little, dark things to talk about. Anyways, everyone, I've been working my model as well, and hopefully I'll be able to get that out eventually. But right now, every time I try to add something, I want to add something else, so that improvement is still behind. And then I got to do the tracking, make sure it works, see what I need to fine-tune and everything else with that. Oh, there's so much on there. New beard, new mask, new eyes. Well, technically, eyelids under the eyes you can't see. But, emotions, new emotions. Fine-tuned mouth work. Improvements to that a little bit. I'm even trying to redo the hood and trying to add arms and hands and stuff that work properly with the full model thing. Who knows what sort of crazy thing I might do, but that's what I'm working on lately. And I just like to say that on stream sometimes so I don't feel like I have to make a video explaining that, because that would be kind of weird. But anyways, everyone, thank you all for joining for today's adventure up into the mountain on getting over it. We'll try to get over it again tomorrow. So I will